Good afternoon, everyone. I'm trying out some new positions with my cameras, seeing how they're going to work. Hoping to make a little trip for too long. I'm trying to get this camera situation straightened out, and the video sound has not been very good. I've really had a hard time trying to figure all this out on my own. I'm old. Stuff's harder to figure out, seems like, for me. Plus trying to not spend so much money, which is pretty hard to do with about anything you do these days. Just gonna take a little ride out through the country here where I live. Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to edit videos, and been doing it on my phone because I have a Mac Pro, but it's 8 years old now, so of course it's outdated. I can't get any good video editor programs to work on it because it's outdated. I'm just not wanting to spend the $1,300 or $1,400 to get a new one. So I don't know. It's easy on the phone, pretty easy, I think, but I know it's not as good a quality. But when you're on a bike, you can't really carry a whole lot of stuff with you, and so I'd have to carry the computer and everything with me to do editing while I'm out if I wanted to share any videos while I'm out. I guess I could still just share a few on my phone. I don't know. Sure is a beautiful day here in southern Indiana. 72 degrees on a Tuesday around lunchtime. Sun shining. It rained yesterday here all day. It's one thing I'm dreading about taking a fall trip, because I know it's usually raining pretty much everywhere this time of year. But that's part of it. I have a rain suit. This riding jacket's supposed to be rainproof, but I don't know. I haven't tested it yet. I can't imagine that it would be, but I was going to put my heated jacket liner on and see if it works. I bought it several years ago and have never even tried it. I know I'll probably need that because I'm kind of planning on going north, I think, so I know it'll be more chilly up there. But since it's 72 degrees, I didn't know if I could really test it today. So I did sit on the bike with it for a little bit, and I could feel some heat, a little bit of heat coming off of it. So I think it's going to work. I have heated gloves and heated socks. I didn't get the pants. Yeah, somebody was telling me you don't really need the pants, but I don't know. I'm really cold-natured, so I may have to add the pants later if I'm gonna do much riding in the cool weather. I really don't ride much when it gets down where it could be possibly freezing and be ice and black ice on the road. It just doesn't seem too smart for me on a two-wheeler. I'm kind of thinking about getting a trike here in the near future, so if I did that, it wouldn't be as bad then if you hit some slick spots. I mean, it could still be bad, but at least you might be able to control it without hitting the ground. So the leaves here are not doing much except look like they're just turning, like they're dying, falling off, which is what happens a lot in Indiana. Guess we don't get enough rain right when we need it. I've been seeing pictures of the northern states, and oh my goodness, they have just got some beautiful fall colors there. I'm hoping time I get to go that they're still there, but I'm really kind of waiting too late. just haven't been able to get myself motivated to get ready to go, and kind of timing things right with payday and when I could get someone to take care of the animals while I'm gone. And so it's kind of just ended up making me a little bit later than I should be going, but maybe it won't be as crowded, or there's beautiful trees to look at. Maybe everybody's back in school from the fall break, and everybody's back to work, hopefully. Don't really like to be in the crowds. Dang, this is a rough road. Just turning around to head back toward home. I just wanted to make a little trip just to see how these cameras are going to work. Sorry for my coughing, but it gets kind of hard on me out in this. I guess my sinuses and stuff get acting up when I get out in the air. It's one thing about motorcycles, you're out in it all. The smells, good and bad, and the pollen and the dust and the people mowing the grass, and you're right in it, right out in the open. It's one thing nice in a car, you can turn on the air, keep the windows up, turn on the heat, keep the windows up. On a bike, you just have to be right in it. My bike doesn't have heated seats and heated grips. It's an older one, so it didn't. I don't think it was an option when I bought it. I don't remember, but I know you can add it on later. But from what I'm understanding, it doesn't work for very long, and then you have trouble with it. So just have heated gloves and heated vest. Maybe it'll keep me warm. Sure would be a beautiful day for a little trip. I'm starting to get where I can talk longer now. It was really hard for me at first because I'm not always a big talker. But I know you got to do it when you want to do these YouTube channels, because it's pretty boring for people just watching you drive and not saying anything, which I don't really care when I'm watching them if they talk or not, if they're in pretty country where I can just look at the pretty country. Sure feels like fall. Whew, here comes a UPS man, and he is flying. The dust is flying. Wow, them guys really drive fast. I'm hoping this dead cat on this microphone will knock down some of the noise and the wind and the motorcycle noise. It's really bugging my face though, but because I was kind of limited on where I could put it, so it's like touching my chin. So, oh well, nothing is ever perfect, I guess. Well, I hope all these cameras are working right and adjusted in the right position. Sometimes you get back to, you look at your video and find out that there was no sound. Had to go back to my old helmet. I just can't take that new one. It hurts me so bad. I've contacted the company like 3 times through email and they won't respond. I know they won't. They'll know there's nothing they'll do, but I thought I'd give it a try. Maybe they'd let me trade it in on something. I don't know. I waited too long to send it back to Amazon because I took that trip. But I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I guess try to sell it or keep it for my grandson or something. I don't really know. Alrighty then, back home sweet home.